Hello everybody and welcome. For you that are new around here, I am Shadows Alley and this is the next Let's Play on my YouTube channel. This is Legend of Grimrock. This is classified as a dungeon crawler. First person is made by the company Almost Humans. They did Legend of Grimrock, came out in 2012, and its predecessor, Legend of Grimrock 2, that came out I think last year or the year before. Will be, from what I understand of the story, just a little tiny bit, as we are a party of 4 people that by the kingdom was defined as criminals for whatever reason that has not been defined, and we get thrown into Mount Grimrock and we have to go all the way through the Mount Grimrock to escape and come out victorious and be relieved of whatever crimes that we may or may not have committed. I'm going to be spending about 30 minutes per episode till we get to the very end of the game. Without further ado, let's go. No, I have not played this yet. I played a little bit in the past, but since I got a new computer, all my save files were deleted, so figured I'd save this for my channel. The new game. We got difficulty, we got easy, normal, and hard. Keep this on normal. You can either create classes, create characters, or you can start the game with a random generated party. I, as always, am going to create my own parties, so I have my own setup and characters that I want to use and be able to go through. There's Oldschool Mode, which Oldschool Mode turns off the auto mapping, which therefore makes the game really much harder because you have to actually make the maps out yourself through with grid paper and pencil. This is a feature that can't be turned off, so I will not be using this because it does make this game a lot more complicated. To apply, we got, like I said, we get 4 characters. We got races as humans, minotaur, lizardmen, and insectoids. And the classes are fighter, mage, and rogue. I have a general idea of who I'm going to use. You're going to start off first. We're gonna put one of my best friends. The way I'm going to do with most party-based games that we can customize. If you guys haven't seen my XCOM series that is still currently going, I am not very good at coming up with crazy, insane names, so I use my friends that I play other games with. My friend Melvin, aka the Radiant Swordsman. Maybe if I can spell. He has decided he's going to be a warrior. Well, actually, no, he is not. He wanted to be a. So we'll make him our handy dandy thief, or technically rogue. There's many aspects of stats for every character. There's health, energy looks like energy's ability to act, simultaneously activate, such as special attacks and spell casting, so that'd be for mages and special abilities. Then we got basic stats like strength, dexterity, vitality, and willpower. Each do their own thing. Strength increases your physical power of your character and your carrying capacity. Yes, as you go through the Legend of Grimrock, you start out with absolutely nothing, and you must explore the catacombs and tombs and the mazes. This game also features lots of puzzles, lots of monsters of variety, from normal zombies, skeletons, to outrageously bigger enemies, possibly. he's gonna be a rogue. We're gonna give him some. Every character seems like they all start out with 10. Go and name all our characters really quick before we do anything. And I'm Radiant picked a rogue. Mike wanted to be our fighter. Miss Cheyenne Caps, also named Miss Shy Girl 22. She wanted to be a mage. She wanted to pick. We're gonna start with her because she's the one that I first knew from her offhand. For some reason, I lost my book. I have a book of all my written stuff for all these games. I kind of like to go into pre-idea, but unfortunately, I lost it. The trait. Now, before we do trait, go and spend her. At that point, she's got 10. So we can give her some vitality. For about 14 vitality, gives her 45 health. And we're gonna pump her willpower. She is a mage, and the more willpower she has, the more energy she has, therefore she can cast more spells. Looks like every class, or every character gets 2 traits. I don't know why there's more traits here, but they're not applicable. We got aggressive. You are full of rage. Attack power +4. We got agile. Your reflexes are exponential. You get dexterity +2. Athletic. Your body is muscular. You get strength +2. Aura. You have a potent aura. You get energy +15. Cold-blooded. You're naturally resistant to cold. You get resistance +25. Evasion, you know better to stay away from harm. +7 evasion. Demon ancestor, your great grandfather had fiery eyes. You get fire resistance +25. Fist fighter, you know how to survive tavern brawls. Attack power +6 when unarmed. Headhunter, which is only trait only for the Minotaur. Attack power +3 for each skull carried. So I'm guessing both skeletons that you kill, you make your skulls to carry around as trophy. I guess that's the Minotaur way. Skulls is the trophy to show their increased rank through their tribe. I'm guessing. Healthy. Oops. You are exponentially healthy. Vitality +2. Natural armor, which natural armor requires the race sectoid. Your skin is very thick and armor-like. You get extra +5. Poison resist or poison resident. You are naturally resistant. Yeah, poison resistant. Persistent. Oh, I'm very off on pronunciation today. You are naturally resistant to poisons. Resist poison +25. You get skilled. You are learn +3 skill points. You got strong-minded. Strong mind, technically. Your mind is sharp as a needle. Willpower +2, and then there's tough. You are resistant to punishment. You get +50. Since I'm playing all as humans, all humans get 4 abilities, and I'm going to kind of do a standard. Everyone's going to be skilled. Go ahead and give everybody skills real quick. Skill gives them more abilities for their class build. And before I started playing this, when I was talking to Cheyenne, she wanted to be a mage and she wanted to be fire and earth. So we're gonna give her some fire and earth. It's earth magic. This skill represents your character's training in earth magic. You obtain the power to cast these spells and increase the effective efficiency of of earth spells as you advance in this skill. In order to learn a spell, you also need to find a scroll explaining the rules of the spell. Oh, so we don't just direct start out with spells. We have to find and learn how to cast these. Let's go. And fire magic is basically the same thing as earth. All the air magic, earth magic, fire magic, and ice magic. The same description, except for they're different elemental schools. Spellcraft. Spellcraft skill represents your overall progress in the way of magic. Advancing the skill enables you to cast more spells before exhausting your energy reserve. Obviously cannot pronounce that word. And then there's staff defense. This skill improves mage's defensive ability. So we're gonna put 2 into fire and 2 into earth. Looks like we can't learn our first earth ability until 3 points. We only have 7, so I'm gonna give her spellcraft and death. And then we're going to give her for her last. Give her health. So she's gonna be. I don't know how the way. I know that the way that the movement mechanic works in this is the game is all based on a grid paper. It's all tile based. When you move one, they're one tile. So I'm guessing we all stand in a party of 4, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Each tile. So she's gonna be in the back. We're gonna pump her willpower up so far. Therefore, she does more damage with the spells, and she can cast a lot. Let's go to Cold Embers, aka Mike Farley. He's gonna be a warrior. Gonna give him some armor, athletics, and he can pick between axes, maces, and swords. You know what? Look at the description. Skill represents your character's training with axes. By increasing skill, your attack power, accuracy, and chance of performing special attacks increase. That is a long fucking word. The aforementioned bonuses apply only when fighting with axes. Looks like the same thing as for maces and swords. As we increase them levels, that we can do more damage. We have a higher chance of hitting with them specific, as long as we're equipping them specific. Since I don't know how many points per level and what the level cap is for this game, I'm going to stick to one classification per character on weapons, specifically the warriors. I'm going to be a warrior as well. Something I usually don't do, but Radiant wanted to be the rogue, and usually that's what I pick. Either pick a stealthy rogue or archer of some sort. So since I gave him first pick, that's what he picked. I want to do swords. So Cold Embers has a choice axes. You know what? Give him mace. Then a good second trait for fighter would be aggressive, athletic, or tough. I don't really know how hard this game is. But let's give him F. Go to Radiant Swordman. Radiant Swordman wanted to do daggers or missile weapons, like a bow. We're gonna give him the agile because he'll get +2. Oh, we forgot to spend gold embers ability point. That point. Give him some strength. Give him. Give him some dexterity and some vitality. I like how that is. Now for Radiant Swordsman, he's a rogue. His main stat is dexterity, so dexterity a bit. Give him some vitality. Give him a couple points into strength, and the rest in dexterity and vitality. Like I said, Rogue's main stat is dexterity, so he's going to be maintaining dexterity and vitality. Me and Cold Embers are fighters, so we're going to do strength and vitality, and Cheyenne is going to be vitality and willpower. We got, let's see, assassination, daggers, dodge, missile weapons, throwing weapons, and unarmed. I think everybody gets an armed combat except for the we're definitely going to take missile weapon. He wanted to do bows, and sounds like missile weapons. It says skill represents your character's training with missile weapons, such as slings, bows, and crossbows. Attack power with these weapons increase your progress. You want to do bows? Give him bows there. Assassination is the skill represents your training in the way of assassin. As you progress in the skill, you gain access to deadly and precise melee. Since a ranger type class is always good for any RPG, I don't think I'm going to focus him on daggers or assassination. I don't really know how well we're going to be able to get behind our opponents and be able to just unleash hell. So I'm going to leave him with missile weapons, and I mean, I'll leave him kind of open up to later as case when we figure out how the combat works in this. If it's manageable to be able to flip-flop them through both, we will do so at a later time. But for now, we're just going to keep them with the bow. And then there's my character. I'm also going to take athletic for that +2 strength bonus. I'm going to use swords, armor, and athletics. Kind of I think that's looking pretty good. Did we leave anything out? We got 0 skill points for everybody to spend. Everyone's stat points have been picked. Everyone's got a portrait. Everyone's got a class. And everybody's name. Alright, let's start the game. Mount Grimrock. A towering spire looms over the clouds, weathered rock that had stood tall for ages, longer than the histories of men have been written in. An isolated place now, only remembered when things need to be discarded and forgotten. An airship struggles to gain altitude as it floats towards them. More prisoners bound by heavy chains emerge. The court assumes them of terrible, treacherous deeds, but by the grace of the king their crime shall be forgiven atop Mount Grimrock. Their final trial is at hand. Numerous prisoners have received their Hardens here, yet none have returned to live their life. They're at the very top of the world, and below them, only darkness and justice. Oh, that's lovely. Just kicks down the top of a mountain. Now I understand why nobody survives. They don't live through the first fall. As they are plunged down the open maw at the peak, their crimes are absolved. Everyone before them has perished in the guts of the mountain, but will you be able to lead them through the dark and to the freedom that awaits at the base of the mountain? Legend of Grimrock. First time playing Grimrock? A tutorial is available from the pause menu, accessible by pressing X. Game save. Tutorial. Let's just look at the tutorial real quick. For our first episode, we probably won't get much done because we're on a limited time. Party and marching order. You control a party of 4 prisoners. Prisoners walk in a square formation with a front and a back row. Only the front row appear before melee attacks. Use WASD to move and Q and E to turn. Portraits and item slots. The item slots are used for attacking and for displaying what the character is carrying in their hands. Left click on the item to pick it up from the slot and right click to attack with the item. You can change the marching order by dragging a portrait with the left mouse button. Character sheets. Right click on a portrait or use the default shortcut 1, 2, 3, and 4 to access the character sheet. Equipment, statistics, and skills of a character are displayed on separate tabs. If a character suffers from a special condition such as poison or hunger, its effects can be seen on the tab. Using the top half of the screen, throw items by dropping them in this area of the screen. Pick up and drop items by clicking in this area, the bottom left. Operating dungeon and mechanism by clicking on it. Alright. That is the tutorial. A WSAD, yes, you move in a square. We have a map. M doesn't work. Tab. Oh yes, we do have a map. Level 1. Oh. Which is a great intro to this. Little do I know, or little did I know before starting this, that this is an indie game. When I was looking into it, I'm not a big fan of indie games, but from the screenshots and everything, this game looked really, really well polished and looks really amazing as it does now. So I'm a big fan of the dungeon crawlers. So this is classified as a dungeon crawler fantasy game. I remember back in the day playing a game called Stonekeep. Anybody remember? That's a really, really old game back in Windows 95 that I absolutely love. The only thing I can remember to this day of Stonekeep is the little green goblin that pops up in the middle of your screen and talks to you and laughs and the whole time. The character sheets. I am going to rearrange the party just a bit since I didn't realize that only the front row can attack in melee range, so I have to move cold embers. Have it. Oh, there's a food bar. All actions you do consume food. The bar turns yellow when you're hungry, but there's no penalty at starving. The bar turns red and you don't reject health. Interesting. Everyone has a load. Is it a load that carrying capacity? Load affects movement speed of the party. If one or more prisoners are burdened, yellow bar. Movement speed slows down if one or more prisoners are overloaded. The red bar, that the party can't. Since we all are in a tower. Whoa. That, oh my god, that's pretty nice. Nice. I did read that as all dungeon crawlers, there are secrets hidden throughout every level. You just got to have a keen eye. Uh-oh. That sounds like someone's moving. I don't have no weapons. What shall we do? Let's look at our map. We're gonna just... Where we get dropped in. Hello? Is anyone there? Can someone drop a sword? Let me step out of the way first. Please. I have no weapons. I hear things. Got here. Like someone didn't even make it past the first room. Poor bastard. Can't move into anything. Oh. Open the first door. Choose your fate. Perish in the cell or pick up the tool. Whoa. No. No. Oh, we have a torch. We have a plus weapon. Ah, we have lights. Take a gander around this room. I like the mossy covered rock walls. They look pretty amazing. For being an indie game, they did a really good job. I don't know if I can click on anything. Bars, is there anything? What's this? Whoa! What'd I do? What'd I do? Oh. Ah, check it out. We found that interactive button. Ah! We have found our first secret. Lurker boots. Evasion +5, weight 0.3 kilograms. A skilled thief can move completely silent when wearing these. So, looks like Radiant has got his first item. And we got also, ooh, a shuriken. 1. Skill, throwing weapons. Attack power 11, speed 14, weight 0.1 kilograms. Shift, hold shift, left button, flash R button to handle. Wait. Oh, we got our first available item. Just running through here and looking. Wow, this game does. For an indie game, this game looks amazing. Oh. This torch didn't do anything. The first torch we picked up opened the door. Figured that would open up. So. Well, let's take it with us. You never know. Open that gate. Open it. We have here peasant's tunic, peasant's breeches, protection +2, protection +2. Both of them are 0.5 kills. Let's equip our mighty heroes. This and keep going. A cudgel. This cudgel. Cudgel is a mace, scale base, attack power 12, extra -5. Alright. That is a weapon for Mr. Mike. Mike is... we pick maces. Unfortunately, his attack goes to 18, but it actually goes from 3 down to 1. What? Oh, look at that. That was pretty cool. Another torch. Another torch. That torch obviously didn't do anything either. Wonder if later other parts in this. Up that ruin. I seen that ruin. That ruin's on top of this door. Wonder if that ruin just symbolizes Mount Grimrock. Oh, maybe we'll find some later. But alright, everybody, I'm going to cut this episode here. Thank you for watching. Save real quick. We're gonna do our let's play. If I can spell. Play. Part 1. Level. Can't. Oh, I guess not. Shoot, let's play Grimrock 10. Alright. Like I said, thank you for watching. If you all are new to my channel, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying this episode, continue watching as I will continuously be uploading more videos of this. Give me a like up on the give me a thumbs up like, and I will see you guys all later. You guys have a good one. See ya.